catch up. And the game on the 31st confirmed now with Hibs.
Yeah, we're delighted eventually to get a game. We did have some issues getting a game, which was the one we wanted to coincide with the open day, but we're delighted that the Scottish Cup holders, Hibernian, are coming down to visit us at the Greenhouse Meadow, which I think will be the first time, on the 31st of July. It will be a 12:30 kick-off, and we will coincide that with the open day. So there'll be some activity before the game and plenty of activity afterwards, and various things that we'll be putting out. Jamie and his team in the community have got a full list of arrangements ready to go as soon as we got the game announced, so we're delighted that that's now in place.
He's making it an open day and a match on the same day, just to encourage everyone to come down and see both or just one.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great opportunity, especially the 12:30 kick-off, which actually works for Hibs because it allows them to go back up the road. They're coming down on the Saturday and going back to Edinburgh on the Sunday after the game, so it gives them more time to travel. And obviously as well with the open day, it's perfect for us because it gives us the afternoon to basically do as many activities as we possibly can, hopefully encourage some new young supporters along, whether it's for the open day as you say, or whether it's for hopefully they'll come to the game and then stay for the open day. We're looking at the pricing just now as well, and we want to make that as cheap as we possibly can to try and encourage as many children along, because we need new supporters, we need the local community to get behind us, and we need the children round about to certainly come and watch the local football team.
And it was a bit tough to get the game. I suppose the importance to Mickey was getting a good test in his final game before the season kicks off.
Well, Mickey's texted me just to say he's delighted with that we got Hibs because he wanted a good test, and he knows that Hibs are a good footballing team as well, so it will be a good test for the players in the lead up to the MK Dons game in the first game of the season, the 6th of August. So no, that'll be a good game. Hibs are a good strong team. They're a big club. They probably average 10 to 11,000 every game, every match, so it'll be a hard one.
Updates on the Lidl proposed site?
Not a great deal to report. The last I heard was just some contact between Lidl and the council. We have obviously we've instructed our solicitors to try and move to vary the 106 agreement, which allows from the area of land where Lidl would be developing into the training pitch, the current training pitch beside the community hub. But that's really all. There's not been much of late. We're basically leaving that with them and the planners to discuss and get to the final stages, hopefully.
Quick update on the training ground. I guess the weather hasn't been favourable for Dave.
The weather hasn't helped at all. To be fair, there's still other things going on. I'm just waiting on a final fit out cost we've got 2 building options, which hopefully we'll make a decision on by the end of this week. We're just waiting the final fit out cost, and hopefully we'll purchase one of the 2 and have that in place probably at some point during August. So at least off the park we're trying to get things sorted. And the pitches, obviously we're in the lap of the gods with the weather. It's just we need a good dry spell to be able to seed it, because there's no point in seeding it unless it's ready for it, and it's not going to, the money we're spending on it, we've got to get it right.
Quick fire of a few fans' questions. What are your thoughts on the new format of the EFL Trophy, and do you think it'll help our youngsters?
I don't know. I think I don't mind trying it. I think it's a trial this year to see how it goes, and I think it's an opportunity for everybody. If Mickey can play some of the younger players as well, it's good for the players. It's also good for the supporters to see the young players playing. Gives them an opportunity to play in the stadium, which they can't always do. And I think they'll be. I think that, at the end of the day, it's still a competition. It's a cup competition, and we'll see how it goes after year one. It is a trial for a year. I've said before, I've got mixed feelings on how the format is, but I think sometimes you've got to be creative and try things differently, and if it doesn't work out, you go back to where you were before.
Any ticket initiatives planned for the season?
It is quite difficult to look at that. Yeah, we are looking at the fixture list, which came out a couple of weeks ago, to see which games we would like to try and do things with. There are actually a couple which I've noticed which are Saturday, Tuesdays, and obviously we're keen to do that, but we do have to be careful because there is a limit to what you can do with the Football League, and where it doesn't affect the away supporters when they're local ones. But yeah, we are looking at what we can do with that, and we hopefully should be announcing next week about if we haven't already done, about the flexi tickets. Yeah.
After the success of the Scrambled Egg retro kit, do you think there are any plans for another retro kit?
Yeah, I know Sib, who runs our club shop, has been already speaking to Araya and getting some thoughts together and what she would like to do next. I think the Scrambled Egg was a great success from the PR for the club, but also for everybody responded to it and purchased it, which is everybody. Number of scrambled egg shirts you see about the stadium is quite amazing, even about the town. So it's great that went down so well, and it was a limited edition, but the sales were good too, so it worked for everybody. So yeah, we'll be doing it again, and Sib's got that in hand.
Any chance of terracing or safe standing?
I'm not a great fan of it, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously we all remember our days when we went to terraces. The issue I've always got with it, when you've got a new stadium such as this, people expect to pay less for standing than seating, whereas there are actually additional costs by obviously inputting this, whether it's the safe standing or terracing, and you obviously then get more stewards. You need more stewards for that area because of it's not a seated area as well, so there actually are more costs for the club, yet everybody would probably expect it to be cheaper than £20 for an adult ticket.
Finally as well, what do you see as the main challenges for next season?
Off the park, it's obviously going to be try and get more supporters along as we possibly can. From Mickey's side, I think it's going to be a hard league. I think we've done well. I think hopefully we'll be better than we were last year, that's for sure. And all things being equal. And I think the difficulty we've got is you've got some big teams in that league. You've got MK Dons, you've got Bolton, you've got Charlton. It's going to be an exciting season, but there are clubs there who are bigger than us. But then it just shows you look at Walsall and you look at, as I said before, but Walsall and Burton, who went up, who are potentially smaller clubs than us that have had more success. So it shows it can be done, but it's going to be a long, challenging season. But we're all up for the fight.